Um, I've kind of not been loving poison start, so I think I'm gonna try weapon damage instead. And with right-handed, it's kinda not bad to go for like a double barrel or something. I mean, katana is fine. I don't want to roll, I don't have gold to buy anything. I mean, Fang is just a better katana. Oh, we got better katana. Hmm. And I think I'll take a free friend just for the furry event. I would kind of like items, but I feel like this is high tempo already. So I'm just gonna play for economy. I think this is better. Like maybe they have nothing but blast doors, something like that. I mean, or just we can freeze the drill. It's not bad. That's a min crit, 15%. Just only one crit though, we should be fine. Oh, are we fine? Might be fine. Yeah. Actually, they crit me twice. That's just rude. This isn't really a B1, B2 angle, but I can find a better shop to actually spend my money at.
Place to store the rest of the tyrant's gold.
Since I already have a poison confirmed, I don't mind just shoving that in.
If I don't have what you need, I'll help you find who does.
Figurehead is a pretty good item. I mean, it's 25 damage on there, if nothing else. And then I
Toss that on my back
think...
it to your door.
I don't really want to sell. I'm pretty happy with this. And we beat the hell out of Rogue Scrapper. Just need some more stuff to fill out the board with, and like any one exp event to make sure we get 3 for the PvP. I might end up playing the repair bot on the board if I get him. It's not... like, 60 healing per 7 is not the worst thing in the world. I'm willing to take more money, like, because I can just play Katana on the board. I have a pretty strong option available. I'm just, like, I'm definitely buying the seaweed, but then I'm debating if I want to pick up Cannonball just in case there's like a depth charge pivot angle, and I think I care enough about that. Um, Pearl will be good with the seaweed, and we have the figurehead. But I could also Crow's Nest this 70 damage Fang for like a day or two. I think that's probably correct, but I do want to buy both the Pearl and the Crow's Nest. I need to sell for 3. I think it's pretty easy to say that Katana isn't really going to need to go in anymore. Just run it like this. So we're definitely playing this when I level up, but right now there is the possibility we could run like this. Poison is really strong this early, but so is like 70 damage with crit. So if it's a really strong ignition core, I think I lose anyways. I think this is probably the most stable.
Go ahead, underestimate me. It makes this more fun.
Okay, since they had no defenses, we would have been pretty good with the Crow's Nest. Okay, maybe it was the Crow's Nest then. I wasn't really expecting such, well, it's like left-handed Uzi. We might have just been boned anyways, but
Another empty chest.
some
Waiting
of the
to be
early
filled.
boards are kind of hard to decipher at this point. Hmm. Okay, I think I do want some chocolate. I think all of these items could end up mattering, and silver should be enough. I do beat Etherite, so I'm willing to go fight here because I don't need the exp necessarily to level up. Since we also did beat the scrap fight on last day 2. I don't think this is quite a force field angle even if we find it, but rigged is like always a high roll. We did get it.
Eat up, bulk up, get some.
Ah, place to store the rest of the tyrant's gold.
Let's see, is there anything here that I would upgrade? It's like always a little bit tempting to upgrade like the seaweed, it's kinda good. But I feel like
ready for
there are
college,
good skills to hit
I'm not
here
sure where else to
too.
send you.
Hmm. So a weapon skill would be pretty good, but I think I'm probably looking to pivot out of most of this. And we have a pearl, so duping it would be pretty strong. Probably not spending any of these items. We're just hoping that 70 lifesteal
My
might
fight
be
isn't
enough.
with you, but if you insist.
Well, this is definitely the kind of board where you're decently happy to be playing something pretty defensive. I think if we get one crit, we're solid. That was the crit. Okay, no. Just the crit on the grenade was too much. Yeah, grenade's strong. Now I'm definitely starting to feel like I need some solid items. It's been a while since double barrel was like the single weapon of choice. I think it's much more likely that I want to stay open to a pivot into like flagship. We're missing a cove, so that line is just not happening. And this would be our tool for that board, and we can spike the upgrade hammer on the crow's nest for the crit. Yeah, I would say this looks pretty reasonable for now. Yeah, I think slow feels rather good. Then I want some money. This should be Hellbilly.
Fancy britches.
Yeah, these items are definitely making me feel like I should be leaning into looking for the flagship, most likely.
Do you? That was a mighty fine tussle.
And don't think we need this.
Another empty chest, waiting to be filled.
So I would be taking this if I was looking for the depth charge. But I think I'm much more interested in, yeah.
When you're
Okay, this definitely settles my direction quite resolutely. And then we just gotta start looking for it. So this is a ammo item, potentially, but now I'm just willing to sell out of the pieces that don't fit that board.
I can feel my leaves falling.
So I wouldn't mind going here and just finding, like... Could have been a relevant weapon.
I may be young for a captain.
But yeah, having just any scaling skill is pretty much the most important thing you can find for flagship boards. This one looks like I think I win, just based on the fact that he doesn't have that much defenses, it's just the shielded jellyfish. So I should be able to chow through it fairly nicely. Unless seaweed is just too seaweed. One more crit? Oh. Come on, one more crit. One more crit. Not for him, for me. That was close. We still have 40%. That could definitely have been a win. But it's fine. All we're looking for is the weapon to run.
You look like
Pearl's got my weapon. That's not the one I'm looking for. I wonder what Atalalal's cooldown would be with just this. Like, if it's at all possible to run. I can do better. Just give me more money. Oh, it's that easy.
But I guess you can keep it.
Okay. The servers have been so dicey today. So I feel like we're probably just going full multi-strike for now. I can consider putting the dock lines in instead later, but this seems pretty good. It's mainly just Captain's Wheel that I definitely run instead, then I just go down to 4x multicast. Crypto's just good gold. As soon as I get to 7, I'm probably upgrading the Crow's Nest, since I have the augmented weaponry. I'm willing to pay 2 for potentially an insect wing. I mean, I'm definitely willing to pay 2 for an X. This has pretty good odds. Definitely this. Insane. Ah. Well, we're rich, so we'll look for...
So cute.
That's not as good as the wheel, but it's comparable enough that I'll run it until I find Captain's Wheel. The main benefit of Captain's Wheel is that it starts faster, but once it gets going, this does more or less the same thing. Yeah, and a dually on day 5 should not be fast enough to beat a hasted ship. Unless, is Drill just that good? No. Drill might be good, but it's not that good. I just need to spike the crow's nest upgrade. I mean, Tool can technically give us the wheel. I don't think I'm gonna run that, but it's like a little bit tempting. These three are never going in at this point. And since there's not that much left to spend gold on. This is interesting. I actually have no idea if this has any shot at beating Lich. Foreman has some... It's just Flashy Mechanic. But Flashy Mechanic is pretty good. We beat Lich. I don't think I'm gonna bet on it. Flashy Mechanic versus Aggressive? Oh, we got Aggressive and Eagle Talisman here, so we'll go left.
Waste of gun.
No. And yeah, I think since we already have the skill, just making sure we actually have the crit is the most important thing.
Will inspire the crew.
And then the last little bit can just come from gumballs. Maybe Pearl hooks us up with something else good. I'd be willing to take most things that are just a lot of gold here. Okay. I think Phonograph is going to be a tough one to run. It would be a lot better to just find, like, a friend that does something relevant. We'll just take the gold at this point. This one's, like, never going in again, so I can do one more roll. It's not worth it. Just take the gold.
That looks like the Cretaceous era.
Pig on this day should be a pretty good matchup. They don't tend to be super fast on the start. Okay, we won the 50-50 on the freeze at least. But that is a lot of burn. And we have enough haste. It sucks that it's just a silver sextant. I guess maybe honestly at this stage, I'm not sure if the silver sextant does more than... it kinda carried here. That's scary though. That's a lot of burn. Don't grill me in the sauna, Mr. Pig. I just wanna live. Well, this has my captain's wheel every time. This is a really big upgrade if I don't find it on the roll here, so I think it's worth hedging. I'm not, like, that desperate to look, and the health matters a lot. Now we just need to hit Rebirth every time. We got the cooldown drop on the flagship, but thanks to the silencer, it's still pretty quick. And now that we have a gold sextant instead, like, it is perma-haste. I think it's not impossible that Gold Sextant remains better for like a little bit.
The plank? I'll fly
I
right away.
wonder... No, there aren't any great options for getting 4x multicast. I think Zara just has my best skills here.
Strange.
Because we can guarantee Oceanic Rush if we just put this in over the jellyfish. And we got some gold, so let's check what they got.
For eons.
I mean, 40 regen is pretty tempting, but like a free shield bash is way too good. We're a bit too broke to go Curio, so I'm just gonna take the health. We're pretty beefy now, low cooldown, we got the charge.
I may be young,
Any normal board should have a pretty tough time beating us here. That's a scary combination of things. They're actually
does not defeat
charging up the crab, which could have mattered, but obviously they didn't have any max health, so they just vanished. But it is funny that they were charging up the crab. Take loot. Damage is nice, but the captain's wheel is, yeah, better.
If it's not right for you, bring it back. I want you to be happy.
But I don't know for sure if it's better before I get it to gold. Because now we do have the guaranteed start of combat haste into guaranteed perma haste. Is this maybe better? It's interesting. I hadn't really accounted for just how fast this becomes with the Oceanic Rush. I kinda could see that just being worth it. Okay, Hattie's got stuff for me. Just diamond skill and its knife tricks every time.
Can't lose.
Diamond loot is oftentimes quite good. Yeah, kinda good, huh? And we do random, because that's not what I'm looking for. And I get it anyways. That's a bit cursed. Let's see, that's the full CD. That's kinda nuts. So with that much crit, like, I guess with healing on it, it's not impossible that I ever end up just cutting the crow's nest. If I cut the crow's nest, it...
But I've seen my share of storms.
there's technically some things I could be running. But yeah, we're just hitting hard. Golden Cove is not gonna keep up with us. It would have been even funnier if we got the Neophiliac too, but there's a limit to the high rolls. I mean, our board is already really strong and we have lots of gold, so we go here. But we're already crit capped. I mean, it's just shops aren't real. It'd be quite good if we get Hypnotic Drain, like that kinda just ends the run. But even, like, Desperate Cleanse is not bad. We got some options. That one would have been pretty good if we didn't have improvised weaponry already. So I think I go Zane and just hope to get the Oceanic Rush upgrade, because that lets me much easier put back
All that
in
bluster,
the
she just leaves.
wheel. I mean, I'll take crit freeze. We don't need more crit chance that badly.
Long way, Lady Corsina.
Enchanted items, same thing. We were just tempoing out. We just want a win streak to the end here. Skills are great. Okay, so there is my Oceanic Rush upgrade. But it would matter a lot more if this one was gold. I could definitely afford stop that. And I do actually think with our build, this is a skill that genuinely matters a lot of the time. Because we slow them down right as they're about to kill us, letting our lifesteal catch up.
King, not to
It
squaw.
won't matter much against, like, burn builds, but if we ever face just, like, a square pig or the mirror match like this, it can definitely matter. My crit freeze popping off, just winning us that one. I guess burn freeze would be pretty good too, haste freeze. I'm still willing to pay for a bit of health. Like, we kind of have everything already, so I think at this point it's just the tempo that matters the most. We'd easily run Blizzard, Invigorating Cold is good too. So this is a bit of an annoying fight with the iceberg. I'll just wait out the timer as he freezes me for, what, 8 seconds? Yeah. But this next one will kill, so... And it's not like even a crit from his side kills me. Does he even have a crit? No, no crit. Okay. That's a kind of fun possibility if I crit cap. So I'd like Stell. Okay, I didn't find it. Better ammo items? I don't think so. Pig for eco. I'll take that. So Stell has an item called Propane Tank that lets you have more start of combat haste on the flagship. That's what I was going for, going to the Hero Merchant. I'll take skills. Skills are good. Okay. So this does let us cap out on crit, which actually lets us run the iceberg proper if I can sell 40, but I can't, right? No. Ironically, it would have been better to see a gold flashy pilot than a diamond one. Hmm. Oh, I think this skill is still quite important, so I'm willing to pay for 1 second extra freeze. In a mirror match, it can be game deciding. But yeah, it's very good that I have the guaranteed aquatic rush for now. The other thing that's nice about potentially getting aquatic wheel back in is that that does give me another target to eat opposing freezes. At least this has secured 7, which is pretty good. Okay, I'm just taking temp boost still. At this point, I do want just more gold. And we're probably just gonna be taking skills. Maybe I shouldn't have gone to this fight. I kind of forgot that I have no dots. If it had hit the 1 in 5, it would have been pretty bad. Yeah, I don't think that's worth it versus skills. Because, yeah, alacrity, really good.
Soon I think you will be ready for Adira's training.
None more health.
I would promise to be here when you're ready.
Any X, maybe?
Very old.
It's kind of BM. But I mean, the other two don't do anything. I mean, I'll put it on silencer just because it cleanses more poison, but I'm probably overriding it. The small weapon would have been like nothing, so...
Underestimate me. It makes this more fun.
That's a lot of health. Is that like belt or something? Oh, they're bug abusing the earrings. That makes sense. So right now these earrings, they give permanent health instead of temporary health. So that's why they've got like Pygmalion levels health, but thankfully we have super scaling, so I should be fine. They do kind of have me perma-slowed, but I have perma-haste even through the perma-slow, so yeah, we win. Nice. 8 in the bag, just 2 more to go. Potentially the full board slow did matter there. Knife tricks? Yeah. You just gotta call it. That's the rule. I'm pretty sure knife trick is better than doubling the damage. And then enough health to be able to cut the sextant would, or crit I mean, to cut the sextant would not be bad. This guy gives most exp. I think, this one hits for what, 2 seconds? Yeah. It would still matter a fair bit to get that last bit of haste onto it, but now at least, like, knife tricks make this so good.
Spineless as
Always
a
click diamond skills. Always click loot. I mean, that is kind of a crit that I was looking for. So now if I just find
Each moment is a
Captain's
journey.
Wheel, we're fine to run it.
Without
Don't
my
think I'm rolling
guidance,
her.
your
Because it
time
would have to be
will
like
come.
slow silencer.
Nature and nature will still eat you.
Just thinking it through, but Blizzard seems like the obvious choice. It's really, really powerful here.
I may be young,
This is like close to as good of a shipwreck board you're ever gonna get.
Have you noticed I'm huge?
Yeah, I'm pretty glad that we froze that gym. And the knife tricks is kind of a counter to the forge. We're really gonna be speeding up here. And there we get the slow as well. And we're down to 2 seconds, 1.8, 1.6, 1.4, 1. Rebirth! Oh, that's brutal. Yeah, the fact that he had defense grid, rebirth, with the gym, with obsidian scarf. A little bit too much. It's so much health too, Jesus. Yeah. Well, hopefully I can find a bit of a better enchant here. Part of me might be willing to just take poison on the ship. Like, we really just need anything that makes it scale a bit better. That wouldn't have been close if we didn't have restorative.
I'm on the edge of the plank.
I would much rather send, like, fiery or obsidian, but if we roll it and we brick, it's kind of quite bad. Gonna take some gold because I do want to be able to afford skills.
Was that even a battle? Maybe a skirmish.
And I think it's just gonna be another skill. There's still a lot of the freezes that we could find. Poison scaling isn't terrible, but it's not like, oh yeah, we take that. So this one lets us still burn, potentially. This one, oh, it's not really what I was hoping for. Last bit of my cooldown reduction, please. Yeah. Okay. This is kinda gotta be good enough. Because now it'll go off pretty much within the Oceanic Rush. And I think it's gotta be Alacrity. Even though the Oceanic Rush lets us kind of enable the wheel more, I'm just really wanting to win this one fight. Okay, his full shielding, so the poison is actually coming in super clutch. Because that's a lot of shielding. We might have been screwed without poison, even with, like, no cooldown. I was thinking deep down that, hey, maybe I faced something with crazy shielding, but I didn't say it. I felt like, nah, surely there's no way, but here we are. Just a bit more gold still. I mean, free skills, very preferable. This is start of combat, so Not very hard to think about. I wonder if Hyper Focus would potentially make it worth running Captain's Wheel. I'd have to put it on the board to see how it maps out. Probably not, because I have Diamond Alacrity. I want the least amount of use items. The fact that we got a third wing is kind of crazy. Now we're actually low enough CD that we do get the first hit within Aquatic Rush. Small items is pretty much only Silencer, which is too unlikely, so this will be good. And one more Insect Wing for the road? Not quite. But hey, Pop Snapper's been on my board the whole game, it deserves the extra burn. Day 14 Pig is like the scariest thing you can say, but we beat the last pig, maybe we beat this pig too. Okay, none of this should be Caltrops, please. That is Caltrops, but I do out-heal it. Okay, so I think we're good. Thankfully they had a very low damage Caltrops, or this might have been a bit over, but we got there. That is a tense comeback. We lost to some crazy boards there, like the Rebirth Pig, but yeah, I don't know, I still feel very good about Flagship currently. It's one of the main benefits of starting one of the weapon skills.